you had a really cool way of talking about the relationship between business architecture, product extraction, product rationalization. Talk to me a little bit about the intersection between those two things from your point of view.
So there's a couple things that are in my mind around it, but the concept of taking the capability, identifying which ones have to move fast, which ones are performing poorly, where there's risk in it not being able to respond to the market, like getting really clear on that, and then looking at the layers of how it's implemented, being able to deliver it for the least expensive cost. And I think, we've talked a lot about like a QA type practice or a testing thing. There's challenge, but being able to wrap that capability with tests, the same types of tests that we're talking about here, to allow us to make that safer to move. One of the challenges I see with product extraction today is 80% of the code that we're helping our clients work on isn't actually owned by a team at the client. It's vendor code, or they want to be able to crash capacity against it, or they want to be able to outsource a part of it. Well, if we own the boundaries, the capability, and the ability to validate that and make it be really clear to everybody, I can do things with scaling, resourcing, bringing people in. I can do things with an extracted product that I can't do today without making things worse. So creating these boundaries around those things, Chris uses the word turbulent. The pieces of the code that are going to be turbulent, we have to make them suitable and resilient to turbulence. And then we can handle all kinds of increasing capacity, moving around, vendor type work, but also we can then start to reduce the number of instances of the implementation, like Chris was talking about. We can start closing the performance gaps more explicitly. We can start really understanding what the costs are and what the challenges are, because the problem is not, it's like every time we change, it becomes more expensive. Or a problem we ran into with one of our clients is because things are not easy to change, the client's out buying other versions of it to solve their local problem, and then putting all their hiring third parties to come and update their Salesforce implementation. And then it all ends up in the data center. They've got 900 versions of tailored Salesforce, and then it takes them 6 months to do a version upgrade. So they're having to maintain a huge staff.